What's good, Pal Tamers? In today's video, I want to teach you all the different ways you can get Holy Burst in Palworld. Without further ado, let's go ahead and lock straight in. Behind me is going to be the first method. This is going to be the skill fruit tree. First things first, you're going to unlock this at level 48. Right here in your tech tree, you have the skill fruit orchard, and this is going to cost you 200 wood, 50 palladium fragments, and 30 pal fluids. Go ahead and plant a bunch of those around the base. Then you want to find yourself a wandering merchant. I already have one here at the base. This guy sells a bunch of skill fruits. Jump into his inventory. And the only skill fruit you need is this one right here, Implode. This is going to be a neutral fruit. This blue fruit right here is a water fruit, and this yellow one is an electric fruit. We don't need those. So just buy as many skill fruits as you can handle. Now that you have your skill fruits, you want to plant them inside of one of your open spaces. You want to select one of these fruits. It doesn't matter if you do one or all of them, just go ahead and plant it into the skill fruit orchard. At which point, this will happen. Your pals are going to come up and they're going to start watering it. Now, it's going to take time, but once your skill fruit tree is ready to harvest, you will see it look just like this over here. It's going to have at least 2 fruits on it and possibly a third fruit. Now, these 2 fruits are guaranteed. They're going to be the exact fruit that you planted. And this fruit over here is RNG based. It can be the same fruit or it can be a completely different fruit, and that's what you want. So this is extremely RNG based, but once you plant down Implode, you may get a special fruit like this right here. This is Power Bomb. Well, the original fruit that I planted was Pal Blast, and I got lucky and got something new. So this is going to be RNG based, but it's the best way to get yourself an entire garden of the skill fruit you want. The skill fruit we want is going to be this one over here, Holy Burst. So I've already picked the first one and planted it. This was the second one, and there's going to be one more right there for me. I'll go ahead and snatch all of these. I'll replant it because I never want to run out of my Holy Burst tree, and I'll only plant one in here. And then I'll take the other one and I'll replant that in an open space as well. And just like that, you will have an instant Holy Burst fruit garden. I'll go ahead and show you my other trees. This one right here is a Pal Blast tree. I have Pal Blast here. What is going on? Yormantide, can you not just jump inside of the video, please, sir? Anyways, so this right here is going to be the Pal Blast. This is also Pal Blast. And if Yormantide wasn't so rude, this one right here is Power Bomb. So as you can see, the RNG is basically going in action right now. You may get something, you may not get anything at all. So hopefully you get lucky. That is going to be the first method that we're going to use to get Holy Burst in Palworld. Let's get into the second method. Okay guys, for the rest of this video, I'm actually going to show you the exact process of passing Holy Burst from one pal to another. If you already are good to go with the skill fruit tree, then thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you smash that like button for me if you found this video helpful, and consider subscribing before you leave. But if you want to actually do this through the breeding process, follow behind me. First, you're going to have to get a pal with Holy Burst on it. You could have bred a pal with Holy Burst, or you can catch a pal that naturally has it. For example, Yakumo. Yakumo is a pal that naturally learns Holy Burst. So if you breed Yakumo with another pal, it has a chance to pass down this passive. I've shown this in another video, but today we're actually going to do the whole process right before your eyes so you can follow alongside me. But we're not going to use Yakumo. We're actually going to use Frostallion. You can catch a Frostallion right up here on the map. This is going to be the level 61. Once you have collected this Frostallion, go back to your base and let's continue with the rest of the video. So right here, I have my Frostallion, and I also have a Nightwing. This is going to be our breeding partner. It may be a good idea to make sure that your breeding partner has philanthropists so that you can speed up the process. And it might even be a better idea to have a Yakumo with Philanthropist on it so that you can try to pass that over to Frostallion to make this even faster. Because if both of these have Philanthropist on them, which is a lot faster than the 5 minutes. Alright, now I want you to drop your Frostallion and your other breeder into the breeding pen. After you've done so, it's time to wait. Cheer them on, dance for them, do whatever you gotta do to entertain these two so that they can give you an egg with Holy Burst. No matter how you decide to cheer them on, it may not be a bad idea to make sure they have good IVs so that they can pass along an amazing IV to the offspring if that's what you're doing this for. Like I've shown you in previous videos, Frostallion and Nightwing here will get you a Noclum. And as you can see in my PAL box, I have a bunch of Noclum that actually have Holy Burst on them. For example, my Noclum has amazing IVs, 97 in health, 94 in attack, and 87 in defense, but it also has the active skill Holy Burst. And it has some pretty good passives, so I'm pretty proud of this thing. In the meantime, you should probably go check on your bases that you've been neglecting all this time, feed them some medicine, and make sure they don't die on you, because depression can be an issue. And just like that, after some time has passed, you'll have yourself an egg. Let's go ahead and grab the egg and throw it into your favorite incubator. We have one right here. We toss it in. I got unlucky this time. I was able to pass over Pow Blast, which was the active skill that my Nightwing was holding, but I didn't get Holy Burst. We'll have to wait for another egg. Eventually, once your pals have the egg that you want, run that thing over to your incubator. Hopefully we get lucky this time. Let's see what they give us. Boom. All right. And he has Grass Tornado. That's tough. So yeah, they are taking L's today. They are not trying to give me the thing I seek. As a matter of fact, let me go into their details. When I breed pals, I actually go into their details. I take away all their other active skills. Now this doesn't necessarily matter. They're going to pass down the active skills that they have learned. So it could be one of any of these things, and you can't really control that. But for me personally, I just go ahead and delete everything, and I only leave the one that I really want them to pass down in hopes that they get the hint and they pass it down. I don't think it really matters, because just like you saw before, I got this down here, Grass Tornado, when I definitely didn't want that. Okay, while we wait, let's go ahead and talk about a bunch of pros and cons for each method, the breeding method. So this one is pretty cool because if you have a pal with the ability that you want already on it, and you have perfect IVs, it's going to make the entire breeding process a hell of a lot easier and better for you in the long run, because you'll be able to possibly pass down that skill, and you'll be able to get the good passives as well as those perfect IVs for that pal. But it's going to cost you a lot of resources. Your cakes and your time are going to get used up very quickly, so it's not the best method for me personally. I prefer the Skill Fruit Orchard, because you can go around the map and collect a bunch of neutral regular skill fruit, plant them inside of these little patches, and just hope for the best. Now, it is extremely RNG based, and these things take a long amount of time to actually become available to harvest. With that being said, it's time consuming. However, you're going to get a chance to not only get another skill fruit, but you'll be able to build an entire garden of the skill fruit that you really want to keep. Once again, if you're going to be breeding this, it might be a great idea to have Philanthropists on both of the pals. With 2 breeding pals like the ones over here in the pen next to me, that's going to take them 5 minutes. If one of them had Philanthropists, it would take about 2 minutes and 30. And if both of them had Philanthropists, it would take 1 minute and 40 seconds. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll grab this egg right here. Hopefully we get lucky. Let's go ahead and take a look. Boom. Okay, not bad. And double Blizzard Spike. That's not bad. I actually want to keep that. But as you can see, we're casually passing down all different types of active skills from the breeding parents to the child. And it's just that simple. Hopefully you guys get super lucky and you can get the Noclum or whatever breeding pal that you want with Holy Burst as fast as humanly possible. So just to go ahead and show you guys that this actually works, here are going to be all the Noclim that I bred using those two back there. This one has a double Blizzard Spike. This one has Holy Burst. This one also has Holy Burst with amazing IVs from its parents, so I was really happy with this one. I have a couple of regular ones. If we move on, we have things like Sand Twister, more Holy Burst. I have Holy Burst on an alpha here with Ferocious. That's not bad, with once again amazing IVs. So the breeding process may be the W, but like I said before, it's going to cost you a lot of cakes. So you're just going to have to weigh your options and figure out what works best for you. But after you have your PAL with Holy Burst on it, you are able to use that PAL to continue to pass down Holy Burst from there. So don't feel like you have to go back to Frostallion to pass it down again. No, you can pass it down from whatever PAL has the active skill. And that goes for any skill in the game, not just Holy Burst. So it's completely personal preference about which method you choose, but these are going to be the two methods that you can use to get Holy Burst in Palworld. If you like what I do here on the channel, make sure you smash that like button for me and sub so that you don't miss out on any more tips, tricks, guides, and everything else you need for Palworld and your favorite games. It's your boy MSensei HD. For now though, I'm gonna go ahead and slide up out of here.